Hi guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing the Gilmore Girls book tag. So, as you're watching this, Gilmore Girls is coming out this week, which is so exciting, and I don't think I really talked about it on this channel that much. I feel like I've been commenting on other people's videos, but I haven't said anything. But if you don't know, I love Gilmore Girls a lot, so much. I used to watch the reruns on ABC Family, and then I finally watched the whole series from start to finish last year. And it's just a good series. It makes you feel happy and sad, and you care about everyone. And if you haven't already watched it, you still have time to binge watch it. Yes, it is 7 seasons, and the revival does come out in 2 days, but I believe in you. In celebration of the revival, I've decided to do the Gilmore Girls book tag, which was created by Pucks and Paperbacks. I wasn't tagged to do this, so her channel will be linked down below, and let's get right into the questions. First, we have Lorelai, a character with a witty or sarcastic sense of humor. For this one, I've chosen Scarlett Epstein from Scarlett Epstein Hates It Here. She just has a funny, sarcastic sense of humor, and I really like that about her. Rory, your favorite classic. For this one, I've chosen Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is my favorite classic. I'm currently rereading it for the second time, and I'm loving it more than I loved it the first time I read it. Luke, a book you secretly love but are afraid to admit. For this one, I've chosen All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven. I read this book when I first started BookTube, so I didn't know all of the things that were being said about it, so I read it and I actually really liked it. And then I looked at some reviews and stuff and saw that a lot of people who have mental illnesses and read the book thought that it was a bad portrayal of mental illness. And since I do not personally have the mental illnesses mentioned in this book, I don't feel I can really say that this is a good portrayal. I didn't see those issues when I was reading it, which is why I love the book so much. And I can't really go back and reread it again for the first time and not like it, if that makes sense. I feel bad that I really like it because it's not a good portrayal of mental health, but there's nothing I can really do about it except for in the future maybe pay more attention to things like that. Lane, a musical character. For this one, I've chosen August Flynn from This Savage Song. August's power in this book is that he can steal souls with a song, so I would qualify that as a musical character. Dean, your first book love. I don't think I really had character crushes until I feel like my Twilight phase of life that most book readers had in their lives. So I think what I'm going to go with my first book crush was Jacob Black from Twilight, which I loved, and I loved Jacob so much. I hated Breaking Dawn, but I loved Breaking Dawn because there were 13 chapters just from Jacob's perspective. I loved it. I loved reading from Jacob's perspective. I loved Jacob Black. Even when I love characters, I don't usually ship them with myself. I ship them with Leah, but yeah, that went off on a tangent. But anyway, yeah, Jacob Black, my first book crush. Suki, a book you devoured. This is, I guess, her question because she's the chef and she's great. And also Melissa McCarthy is coming back for the revival, and it's gonna be so good. What was I saying? Oh, so a book I've devoured would be Wink Poppy Midnight. I read this during the first 24-hour readathon that I took part in. It was the only book I read during that readathon, but I read it in the span of 2 hours. So I would say that's devouring in my opinion because I read it straight through, and yeah, it was a really good book. I really liked it. One of my favorite books of this year, so I recommend it. Jess, a book you love that gets the most hate. So Jess is my least favorite, I think, of Rory's boyfriends. So I would say that I don't love Jess, so there's that. But a book that I love that gets the most hate, I would say would be We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I don't think that it gets the most hate, but I do think it's a pretty polarizing book. A lot of people either hate it or love it. I'm of the side that loves it, but a lot of people thought it was predictable. So yeah, I don't think it gets the most hate, but I was having a hard time with this question, so I do know that it gets some hate. Miss Patty, a book that was ruined by the hype. Soundless by Rochelle Mead. I wouldn't say that it was ruined by the hype for me personally, but I think in general a lot of people expected more. And I remember before it was released, I felt like it was in everyone's TBRs, everyone's books that are coming out soon, videos. And then afterwards, everyone was it was okay. So in the original tag, Logan was not included, and I was very upset because Logan is my favorite boyfriend and he wasn't included in this tag. So I made up a question for him. It's probably not the best question, but I did this in literally the 5 minutes before I started filming. So for Logan, the question is, a character that grows on you, because when Rory first meets Logan, she kind of hates him. So he definitely grows on her. And he grew on me too, grew in my heart. I love him so much. I'm still mad at Rory. Hopefully the revival will fix that. For this topic, I chose Jacob from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children as a character that grows on you, because in the first book I thought that he was a little boring and, I don't know, not the greatest character, and I think he really does grow on you in the second book. You see him make all the decisions and stuff. I haven't actually finished the series, so we'll see. Maybe he regresses in the third book. I don't think so though, I haven't heard that. Amelie Gilmore, an expensive book. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition. Actually, this is probably the most expensive book I own, because like Harry Potter books in general are expensive and they never go on sale because everyone loves Harry Potter, so they know there will never be any lack of demand. But it's so pretty and so worth it, and also it was a gift, so I didn't actually pay for this. But look at that. Wow, that was completely random, but look at that. And the last question is based on Paris, our favorite best friend who somehow keeps coming back, and it's so great. An uptight character. For this one, I chose Emily from Since You've Been Gone. She's not quite as uptight as Paris. No one can hold that honor. But she does start out like a little less free and go with the flow, and then she grows as a character throughout the book. So those are all the questions for the Gilmore Girls book tag. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. In the comments down below, tell me your answer to the question that I made up, which was Logan, a character that grows on you, because I'd love to know. If you like seeing me talk about books, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you love Gilmore Girls, please let me know down below. I'm probably gonna watch it with my sister, and by probably I mean definitely, on Friday, the day it comes out, because we're so excited. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. From start to beginning. No. For this one, I've chosen August Flynn from This Savage Song. It's wow. And then at the end, she becomes his boyfriend. No.